Good morning, everyone. Time now for a look at the news for a Monday, the 27th day of November for 2017, 7 minutes after the hour of 7 o'clock. We have a report of a power outage in the Lake Comanche area. JD, do you have any further info on us?
Yeah, the outage is impacting 96 customers in the Comanche area, North Shore Comanche, and if you guys go to the public website, you may see a time of restoration that is not a confirmed time according to PG&E. Some folks are anticipating power coming back on here within the hour. PG&E at this time is saying no exact estimate. They are working safely and quickly as possible, but customers may be out past 8 o'clock as some folks are anticipating this morning. But again, the utility is on it, and they're working safely and quickly as possible.
I know that it's weather-related, but what would cause something like this? Just water getting in the lines, or
honestly,
what
it
causes,
just be pure speculation on my part at this point. There's
Yeah.
various different causes of weather-related outages.
What are some of the causes that
many different causes. You can have dust accumulation on lines. The first light rain hits that can cause issues. You can also have trees coming down, vegetation blown into power lines, people driving erratically in the rain, hitting power poles. There's just so many different causes.
Ever any shorts? Does it short out in the rain or
I just
something?
wouldn't be comfortable speculating the cause of this.
Oh, no,
outage
I'm not
here,
asking you the speculation of this cause. I'm saying what causes
yeah,
wintertime outages. I mean,
like I said, there's several different causes.
could there be a
but
short,
again,
like rain, short things out?
like I said, there can be a dust accumulation on lines, and it can cause lines to arc and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But water hitting power lines doesn't just cause power lines to fail.
If I grab a power line, is there insulation on it?
Oh yeah, no, never come in contact with power lines.
No.
If you see power lines down, folks, call PG&E, call 911. PG&E 1-800-PGE, which is 743-5002. The outage line. Call and report that, but never touch power lines. Always assume they're live. Always assume that they are carrying electricity, and keep others away. But again, to answer your question, I'm not trying to be vague here for you, but there isn't just one. I could go over just a list of different things that can happen when weather comes through.
And there's no cause for this one yet.
In other cities, there's underground vaults. Those can become issues as well. We don't have those around here. But like I'm saying, the biggest issues that we could have as far as weather-related outages would be, like I said, when there is a dust accumulation. Although PG&E does clean their lines, there can become that light dust accumulation, and when the water hits that. But other than that, like I'm saying, usually it's vegetation. I would say the number one cause that I deal with is either lightning hits trees, wind, and that's Mother Nature, folks. Especially in our area, there's a lot of trees around here.
Does Kim come by and dust the lines off for them? Is that
our cleaning lady?
Yeah.
It's more of a washing procedure. But
okay.
Those guys work hard. I'll tell you what. Those guys out in the field, those PG&E guys, when you guys see them during storms, when we're in our houses and we're trying to stay warm and we're complaining, they're out in those elements and they're working really hard, and they take it very, very seriously with the customer in mind. So, you see those guys like at Mel's, you see big groups of them, go up and just say thanks every once in a while. People leave gifts for the mailman. Or try to. They try to leave it for the aces or the trash guy. Well, think about that guy and what he's doing for you as well, and thank him every now and then.
Yeah, nobody comes to my power.
You can't really leave him
my
a
meter
gift
anymore
or anything like that. But if you see those guys out, especially like when the Butte fire, after the Butte fire, they were out there with the firefighters in full force working to get things back, and like we say, with these heavy storms, those guys, again, they're working really hard, sometimes dangerous conditions. PG&E works safely and quickly as possible, but they do have those elements to deal with. So if you guys see PG&E folks out, especially in storms, just tell them, man, say, hey, thanks, bud. Thanks for everything you do for me.
Well, top of the news for today, the Calaveras County Planning Commission has scheduled a review and public hearing on a marijuana regulatory ordinance this coming Wednesday. Following the outcome of the meeting, the commission is expected to submit a document to the Calaveras County Board of Supervisors outlining regulations on marijuana farming by the middle of next month. Wednesday's meeting will center on a county-crafted ordinance that's been based on suggestions District 1 Supervisor Gary Toffanelli made during an October 24th hearing. Per requirements he outlined, all outdoor cannabis grows could only occur on parcels zoned Agricultural 1, Agricultural Preserve, and General Forestry of 50 acres or more. Light industry and business park zones would be the only other areas people would be able to grow indoors. Now, the county would cap farms at only 50 applicants to start with to allow the county to control this process. Now, the hearing is scheduled to begin at 8:30 inside the Board of Supervisors chambers at Government Center in San Andreas. That's expected to take all day.
Well, late Thursday night, Angels Camp Police made a traffic stop that led to the discovery of a human skull. According to reports, at about 11:30, an Angels Camp police officer made a traffic stop. The vehicle was failing to stop at the limit line at a stop sign. When the officer approached the vehicle, he noticed the driver and passenger had switched places. The passenger, formerly the driver, was identified as Joshua Davis of Murphy's. Davis's driving privilege is currently suspended, and a subsequent inventory search of the vehicle prior to towing it revealed a recently unearthed human skull in a bag in the trunk of the vehicle, as well as methamphetamine concealed behind the fuel door. Now, Davis was arrested and booked for violation of probation, driving on a suspended driver's license, possession of methamphetamine, and disturbing or removing human remains. Davis invoked his Miranda rights and refused to explain how he obtained possession of the skull. Officers from Angels Camp PD conducting follow-up investigation to determine the identity of the remains, which are currently in the custody of the Calaveras Coroner's Office, pending follow-up investigation.
And a couple of auto accidents slowed traffic in and near Amador County over the holiday weekend. On Saturday afternoon, just after 2 o'clock, a vehicle lost control on Highway 49 just north of McCallamy Hill. According to reports, the weather may have been a factor in the incident. As the vehicle was heading into the McCallamy River Canyon, the driver lost control and struck the right-hand embankment. With the vehicle coming to rest on the driver's side door, no injuries were reported in the accident. Traffic was also tied up for a time just before 4 o'clock yesterday afternoon. According to the CHP, 2 vehicles had stopped for a red light at the intersection of Highway 88 and 49 in Martel. Another vehicle, traveling in the same direction, approached the intersection at a high rate of speed and was unable to stop and collided with the second car, which collided with the first car. The driver of the second vehicle was taken to Sutter Amador Hospital complaining of pain. Now, the CHP in both Amador and Calaveras counties report heavy holiday traffic during the maximum enforcement period, which ran 6 p.m. Wednesday through 12:01 this morning.
Well, a 27-year-old woman and her 19-month-old daughter killed when their car crashed into a bear Thursday night in Calaveras County. According to Calaveras coroner Kevin Raggio, the woman, along with her 19-month-old daughter and 4-year-old son, traveling westbound on Highway 4 near Vallecito at about 6 p.m. when a bear ran onto the highway in front of the vehicle. The woman was unable to stop and struck the bear, the animal thrown over the hood through the car's windshield. The mother was pronounced dead at the scene, while her daughter was pronounced dead at Mark Twain Medical Center in San Andreas. The 4-year-old boy was flown to UC Davis for treatment of his injuries. While the victims' names have not been officially released, Raggio said they were Calaveras County residents.
And the City of Jackson Fire Department is reaching out to residents with questions on outdoor burning. To burn natural vegetation piles within the City of Jackson or any incorporated city in Amador County, you must first obtain a free burn permit at City Hall. Burn hours are restricted to between the hours of 6 a.m. and 12 p.m. All piles must have the proper clearance, no larger than 4 by 4, and only natural vegetation. Remember, a leading cause of wildfires this time of year is from escape debris burns. And you can only burn on permissive burn days. So contact the local Air Quality Board here in Amador County. The number is 223-6246. If you have any questions about outdoor burning, contact your city fire department. If you live in the unincorporated areas of the county, you should contact the Amador Fire Protection District or CAL FIRE.
And with Thanksgiving now behind us, time to decorate our homes and business for the Christmas season. There's a few simple Christmas tree and holiday decoration fire safety tips to ensure happy holidays. Now, Christmas trees can remain relatively fire resistant following these simple steps. Recut the trunk at least 2 inches above the old cut. Keep the trunk in water as soon as you get it home. Moisture, the key to keeping the tree fresh and fire resistant. Check the water levels daily. Never let the water level go below the bottom of the trunk. Locate your tree away from sources of heat and in the coolest location possible. Never leave a lighted tree unattended. Be careful not to block a door with the tree, decorations, or rearranged furniture. Remove the tree from your home immediately after the holidays. Be sure to choose decorations that are flame resistant or flame retardant. Make sure to properly install holiday lights. Use lights that have the label of an independent testing lab. Be sure to use indoor lights inside, outdoor lights outside. Make sure all electrical cords have no frayed or cracked wires or broken sockets. Following all lighting instructions, do not leave lights turned on for prolonged periods or unattended. And, of course, have a happy, safe, and fire-free holiday season. Quick side note, I will tell you, I had a wall heater, and I put my tree, it was probably a foot away from the wall heater, and we were wondering, man, why is that side of the tree turning brown? It took me about a day or two to, how smart I am there. But, yes, keep them away from heaters as well. It will dry them out extremely.
And it was a fake tree, too, artificial tree. Well, the Arc of Amador in Calaveras will hold 2 holiday fundraising events this Saturday. Starting from 9:30 to 1:30, they'll hold their 12th annual Art Creations Art Show and Sale. It'll feature unique gifts made by unique people. Also, starting at 1 o'clock on Saturday, the 46th annual Holiday Raffle, raffling off dozens of prizes donated by local businesses, including a 2-night stay with dinner and breakfast at the Carson Valley Inn. You can pick up tickets in advance by calling 267-5978. Both events will be at ARC's Amador Campus, 75 Academy Drive, Sutter Creek.
And something for you guys really quick. Usually we'd bring this to you in traffic, but I know we do have commuters that head down Highway 16. Within the last 10 minutes or so, Highway 16, the westbound lane just east of Latrobe, we have a deer down in the lane. So if you guys are driving that way, watch out for that down deer. Drive carefully. Drive safely.
And about 96 customers without power in the Comanche area. PG&E says no estimated time of restoral at this minute. All right, we've got guests in the studio. We'll visit with them in just a moment.